Okay, my name is Jaylani Hussein, Jaylani Hussein, Executive Director for CARE Minnesota, the Council of American Islamic Relations. We are here today at Ummat al-Islam Mosque with faith leaders from the Minnesota Muslim community, reacting to the declaration of Trump, this administration, on the status of Jerusalem. This incident has caused a grave deal of sadness in the Muslim community, but also turmoil in the Middle East. It has definitely also raised a number of issues, particularly on the neutrality of the United States. The Muslim community has been responding to a number of decisions by Trump and his administration, elevating anti-Muslim bigots in the UK by retweeting their stories, also making a decision such as the one declaring Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, which is a major foreign policy issue, but also goes to the heart of the peace process that the United States has been long playing a role as a mediator in Palestine. I will now turn over to Imam Hassan, who will make a brief statement on behalf of the Imams from the Minnesota Muslim community.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. On behalf of Imams of Muslim community in Minnesota, today we as a Minnesota Muslim leaders who are here to share our disappointment and sadness over the President Trump's policy toward Palestine and Israel, naming Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Jerusalem, or Al-Qudus in Arabic, is also the religious and emotional capital of 1.6 billion Muslims across the globe. We are sad to see the global unrest unleashed by our president's irresponsible policy. As Imams, we invite all peace-loving citizens to condemn this policy, which undermines from movement toward a peaceful resolution in the Middle East. Palestine and Israeli conflict requires the United States to be a neutral and play, on behalf of Americans, a neutral role in the peace process. We ask American Muslims not to be silent over these issues, but to help others educate about, especially our neighbors and friends, about the importance of Al-Qudus or Jerusalem for Muslims and Palestine. We ask our fellow Americans everywhere to know our foreign policy have a direct impact on the safety and stability of our nation, our allies, and our troops on active duty. Hate cannot make our country great. Finally, we ask our faith leaders and congressional leaders to condemn this policy and to push for comprehensive resolution to Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Now I would like to turn
any of our standing as Palestinian people who will continue our fight for our homeland, and we will continue fighting for protecting Masjid al-Aqsa. I briefly just wanted to say that to a lot of my Somali brothers and many of the Muslim people throughout the whole world, that the reality and the truth have came out, where everybody observed and seen that all, pretty much, or most of the Muslim and Arabic country leaders are traitors and have sold the cause of the Palestinian and Al-Quds al-Sharif. Al-Quds al-Sharif is not for Palestinian, it's for all Muslims. But we're the only ones who have been working very hard to defend Masjid al-Aqsa. Many of the Murabatin, which is the people, Murabatin is the people who guard and watch over Masjid al-Aqsa, have been detained by the Israelis lately, but there's more people to come. We are the people who are mentioned in the Quran and in many different hadiths. We are not an easy people to defeat. We will, inshallah, stand against any power. And again, remember, the United States is only one country in the world. It's not the whole world. Yeah, it's the strongest country in the world, but it's not the whole world. So I'm, not surprised with what Trump irrational decision was made, but many of us here know that he's an irrational person in his decision, and he's a brother-in-law or son-in-law is a Zionist Jew who plays a big role in this as well. So it's not a rational decision, and it does not represent the people of America, does not represent many of the American people, and does not share what he have done. We hope that this decision, like Brother Jilani and Brother Hassan here says, that will be rescinded sometime soon. I'm not too worried. They could move it tomorrow and put the embassy tomorrow. It's not going to change a bit. It's all just a propaganda by Trump and his people. Thank you, Jazakumullah khair, and thank you for all your support on behalf of many of us, the Palestinians here and abroad. We thank all people like you who are there. Many Palestinians and many Muslims throughout the whole world understand the cause, but I don't have faith in any of the Arabic and many of the Muslim country leaders. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
That concludes our press conference, and we will continue to hold events and protests. There is a planned a rally by students from the University of Minnesota on Monday the 18th. You can find more details on their website. Thank you.